Hello, I'm the Bowmeister. Welcome back to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Last time, well, we didn't quite get any avatar parts, but we did meet Mirai Mikagura. I can spit her name out. And we also got hacking skills. For example, we'll go through the list real quick while we're here. We got wall crack. There are 4 levels of wall cracking. Actually, let's go to the player menu, because we can get them there. There we go. So wall crack, we've got 4 levels. Level 1 is yellow, which we have to have at least 1 Digimon in our party, so that one we can access at any time. Level 2 is green. There are 4 more Digimon who are rookie or better. Level 3, red, for champions or higher. And level 4 is a purple wall. And we have to have 4 ultimates or better. Code scan analyzes and unlocks encrypted data. We'll use that later. And we have to have a data type Digimon. Copy and paste, there's a vaccine type, and it copy pastes characteristics of a data plate. We'll use that later, in a later area. High security level 1 reduces encounters. We have to have at least 1 ultimate or better Digimon. Higher security level 2, we have to have 1 Mega Digimon. And eliminating encounters altogether requires 5 Mega Digimon, which means that's a lot of memory. Function call, we have to have a free type Digimon to increase encounters, and then in order to force the encounters, so have an actual automatic battle feature, we have to have a rookie type free type, which there really aren't many. Off the top of my head, I can only think of a couple actually. Kurisarimon is a free type if I remember correctly, so I think its Digivolution line is completely a free type. And Armadillomon, for sure, is a free type that I can remember. Alright, so let's move on, because we're going to have to use the hacking skills here in a minute. Remember that firewall that prevented us from leaving that way? Hacking skill wall crack. You can eliminate secure firewalls that block your way and continue your progress. This skill has different levels depending on the resilience of the firewall, and you won't be able to take down a firewall if your wall crack skill isn't high enough. So if we approach this wall, it gives us a square prompt. We'll use it. Scratch my head and neck here, and we will get to move on. It's me. Whew, I finally got through to you. I lost your trace info and had to search again. Where did you wander off to this time? Hey, we tell her we met Mirai. I see, so you ran into Mirai Mikagura. Yeah, you can say we're acquainted. Regardless, for there to have be a natural progression where you would meet her. You seem to have the craziest luck. Let's assume you carried out your original objective. We'll start by... What? You've already broken through the firewall? Well done, you saved me some time. Alright, on to our next move. I scanned the area around the entrance to Kowloon and marked key junk data sites. Junk data will serve as your body parts. You need to go find and retrieve some. It's something of a stopgap nature, and it may not be a perfect solution, but I'm sure your skills are up to the task. This is a key step to returning your body to normal, so buck up and get to work. It's okay, searching for body parts isn't as hard as defeating 48 demons now, is it? I don't understand this reference. Think of it as an emergency measure. I look forward to meeting you in your normal body. Digiline, this is a tool for communicating with people who aren't in the same place. You will receive messages from your friends and Digimon in your Digifarms. If a notification appears on the bottom right of your screen, click the touchpad or check received messages from the Digiline menu of your Digivice. You should also reply to your messages when you receive one that needs a reply. So, for example, we'll get 3 from Kyoko here and our friends. Did I surprise you? But that's what Digiline is all about, you know? Let's try using simple phrases you learned from friends and clients. Got it. And the Digimon on farms will be ecstatic if you respond to the Digiline messages. Well, if I have a Digimon in the Digiline farms, which I don't at the moment. So, that's a moot point there, Kyoko. Alright, so here's our first avatar part we access. And since this is a scripted battle, we actually we'll see these Koromon again. Register to field guide. Scan data of new Digimon will be collected, and the Digimon will be registered to the field guide of your Digivice. At the Digilab, you can Digiconvert and browse detailed data by making friends with Digimon through Digivolution and De-Digivolution. Blech. Alright, so meanwhile, we'll take down these Koromon here. Still won't give us any experience points, but it'll get us closer to getting them to scan. Alright. So down it goes. Wokanapalm. We got at least an HP Capsule C out of the deal. And we got an avatar part, which is going to be very helpful. Because we'll actually have a body instead of being this giant mass of data. Just seeing if we would be able to run into an encounter. Pabumon's up to 120%, which is good, because Pabumon was the other party member we'll use next episode, actually, I believe. Because I don't remember if I converted them in this episode or not. But we've got 3 Digimon we won't find on this level. Types and attributes. Digimon all have types and attributes, each with their own infinity. Digimon type is shown in a mark in the upper left part of the stats, and its attribute is displayed in color. During target selection, good affinity is shown with the red target ring, and bad affinity with the blue target ring. Consider affinities when choosing who to attack. There are 4 attributes: virus, vaccine, data, and free. Virus is an 8-pointed star with a mean-looking face. Data is a cube with a kind of a bland-looking face, kind of unamused. And a vaccine is a teardrop where the face is a dark circle, and it's kind of got a shocked face to it or whatever. And no relation, or free is just a just a line. Attack from a type with good affinity, inflict double damage, while attacks from a type with bad affinity only inflict half damage. So, vaccines are good against viruses are good against data, and data is good against vaccine. Attacks with good attributes inflict 1.5 times normal damage. Attacks using skills reflect the attribute of said skill. There are 2 triangles. Fire is good against plant is good against water is good against fire. If you've played Pokemon, you know that tree well. Because all the starters are grass, fire, water. The second tree, not so much. Electric is good against wind is good against earth, and earth against electric. It kind of works out that way in Pokemon, except wind isn't good against earth. It kind of is neutral. So wind would be flying. So, but either way. And then light and dark are, they're good against each other, good and bad against each other, in no relation. Neutral is just kind of gray. So as you can see before us, we've got a vaccine, a data, and a virus. So if we hit the vaccine, we did 0.075. Our lightning affinity is good against the wind affinity of Biomon. So that helps. So I should go ahead and use Cog Crusher. Or not Cog Crusher, Nano Machine Break. And as you can see, the Rock type Gatsumon did damage against us because it is a better affinity to us, even though it is weaker. So as we did 0.75 damage to Biomon, or times 0.75 damage to Biomon, it did 0.75 damage to us. And if you see with the neutral, like if virus against virus, it's a white ring. So we're going to go ahead and use Cog Crusher on Gatsumon. And just to round it out, we'll use Cog Crusher on Syakomon. Look at the pronunciation real quick here. Yeah, Syakomon. We'll just attack it for the end of the battle there. We only got 12 experience of the deal, but 120 yen. Not bad. And our second avatar part. And a Digiline, just responding to us. Such a quick reply, I'm impressed. Guess you'll get a reply to a reply sometimes. So we can't go up there again just yet because we don't have clearance. It's good to know though that we get healed after every of these avatar fights. It's like this one here. Against this Pabamon that knows Venom Trap, and we're poisoned. Types of abnormal statuses. Allies and enemies can suffer for abnormal statuses in battle. Abnormal statuses have unique effects such as draining HP every turn or altering stats. All abnormal statuses are undone at the end of the battle. Ends with turn. Confusion cannot be controlled. Attacks at random targets. Paralyzed cannot move for a set period of time. Sleep cannot move. Stun reduces speed and puts the Digimon lower in the timeline action order. Doesn't self-heal. Poisoned loses HP at the end of each action. Amount lost increases over time. Dot changes into Sprite, becomes unable to use skill, so essentially becomes an 8-bit, more or less an 8-bit version of the Digimon. What we normally probably would find in a Tamagotchi. And Bug reverses type affinity. Stat changes, such as increased attack or lower defense, continue for 5 turns after activation. Activating the same stat change during this period will reset the turn count to 5 turns and stack the effect. Stat up, attack up, so stats up include attack up, defense up, intelligence up, speed up, accuracy up, invade up, and crit up. Stat down is just attack down, defense down, intelligence down, and speed down. So right now we're poisoned, but it doesn't matter because we'll defeat this Pabamon in one smack. Well, I got 4 experience out of the deal, but a Pabamon meal. Pabamon meal. Our cyber body really doesn't eat, I don't think. I don't remember. I know we go to restaurants, but... Alright, we're up to level 9, and we have enough to get a Pabamon. We've scanned enough to get a 200% Pabamon. So we can do that. Here in a minute. We're going to grab this SP Capsule C. And we are going to go ahead and grab this export. It instantly returns party to the dungeon entrance, which is what we want. And we got an attack boost out of the deal. Attack boost increases attack by 5 turns in battle. By I think it's 20%? Yeah, by 20%. And our last is about cross combos and cam. A cross combo can occur when 2 or more allies are lined up on the timeline. Cross combos power up attacks and skill effects with the help of allied Digimon. Cross combos effects are split into the following 4 types. Chain attack increases the number of hits for physical attacks. Damage up for attack skill increases damage, either for our inherited skills or our learned skills. Heal up recovery skill increases the amount received. So if we use heal and we get this to trigger, we heal more HP. And skill up, stat taking skill increases the amount of change. So it raises or lowers, how much the stat increases. Cross combo occurrence rates are displayed on the timeline. The bigger the gauge number, the higher the rate. So if it's 1 bar on the gauge, it's low. 5 bars is high. The gauge fills as you attack, and the Digimon with higher camaraderie will have a higher occurrence rate. And that's just as we battle, or as long as we go in battle. But since it's just a Gurumon, we don't have anybody to chain with. I assume the game thinks you have already gone to Mirai, to the Digilab, and gotten yourselves a 2nd or 3rd partner Digimon at this point. In my case, no, I haven't done that. Got a Sunomon medal, which is nice. Got an avatar part. And our body has returned. You at least look normal again. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a big step. The objective has been met. Come back to the agency. What's that? You don't know how to get back? Try logging out like you always do. Since you went in through an agency terminal, my guess is that you should come out through one. But to be honest, in your case, I don't know what'll happen until we try. In the worst case, if your data gets scattered throughout the network, I'll salvage as much as I can. I'm joking, sort of. Alright, so we can do that, but first, we can actually just go ahead and use the export we got. Whoops. Excuse me. Instead of having to run all the way back through. And that also gives us time to head to the Digilab, where we can now digiconvert both Koromon. As you can see, it hatches to this digital egg. And now we have a Koromon with +5 ability is +5. Cam is 0 though. And its max level is 9. And then same thing with the Papamon here, we convert it. And there's that cute little slime ball Papamon. Alright. Oh, we gotta move them to our party now, because remember, when they convert, they automatically go to the bank. There we go. Alright, so now we've got that taken care of. We can leave the Digilab. And we'll go back to the hospital. Or not to the hospital, we'll go back to... Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. You made it back in one piece, didn't you? I wouldn't have expected anything different. Still, those abilities border on the unreal. Maybe the reason you still adhere to physical laws have to do with an instinctual fear present in all physical organisms. This is all truly fascinating. Pardon me, Kyo-chan. There you go again, sneaking up on me, old man. Oops, I'm sorry, I did it again. And could you stop calling me Kyo-chan? It's embarrassing, that was a childhood nickname. Not gonna happen, my dear, you'll always be Kyo-chan to me. No matter how old you get, or how brilliant a detective you become, ha ha ha. How long have you been there? What have you heard? I just got here, something wrong? Oh, you have a client, sorry. Were you going over a case? No, this is, well, a client of sorts, though of a somewhat unconventional nature. Oh, just who are you, then? That's a secret. Like I said, no one in particular, not yet. Let me introduce you, this is Detective Matayoshi. He's an old friend from when my father ran the agency, and I trust him completely. He's the most elite detective the force has on cybercrime. Looks are deceiving, you were thinking. Well, I suppose I don't exactly fit the mold. But if I did, I'd never be able to tag along with the shadier element. Oops, a sip of the tongue, ha ha ha. So, is there something afoot? If it's the case, sit on the sofa and wait a bit. I'll just whip up some tasty coffee. No, thank you, there's no case today, no need for coffee. I heard a rumor about Eden Syndrome. I thought you might be interested, Kyo-chan. Let's hear it, then. Just stop. Ahem. No need to worry about my assistant, old man. This is someone with a rather special connection with Eden. My assistant has the potential to become something of a specialist in the field. Let's hear what you have to say. I see. If you can vouch for your assistant, then that's fine. The rumor concerns the special ward in the hospital where they're isolating the Eden Syndrome patients. Do I need to explain what Eden Syndrome is to your future specialist? Please do. It's a rare condition where Eden users suddenly lose consciousness and are unable to wake up. We see more and more patients with each year, but the cause, symptoms, and treatment remain a mystery. There's a special ward at Central Hospital for Eden patients. Treatment and a search for the cure are underway. But information there is kept heavily restricted. There are facilities even relatives can enter. The rumor is that they're concealing facts to help protect Kamashiro's image. This remains firmly in rumor territory for now. But lately, there have been happenings behind the scenes at Central Hospital. Behind the scenes? Meaning Kamashiro Enterprises, right? Yes, the hospital is under Kamashiro's control. The same Kamashiro who runs the Eden Network. The number of patients is increasing and symptoms are getting worse. Now of all times is when Kamishiro needs to come clean, not remain silent. An alarming number of people are being admitted to the hospital in question, and security in the special ward has allegedly been beefed up. This means something is afoot. It was going to happen eventually. Yes, indeed. Think I'll put on some coffee after all. We can toast the agency's success. Oh, look at the time. I better get back to the station. Sorry, but let's save the toast for another time. See you later. I'd watch out for her coffee, especially the color and the solid chunks floating in it. I fear the day is coming when I'll be forced to actually taste her coffee. That day won't be pretty. It was as he said. Fresh info on Eden syndrome is hard to come by. Kemishiro's behind-the-scenes restrictions are doing their job. And security will only get ramped up all the more from here on out. There's something very strange happening at Eden, then you show up in your red body, and at the same time, Kemishiro's apparently on the move. Is that all merely a coincidence? No, it has to be all connected. The rationale is plain as day, no leaps in logic necessary. I'm heading to Central Hospital. I need to get as much info as I can before security is stepped up. I'd be thrilled if you came with me. You might be able to get some info on your current state. Seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be. No, in your case, let's go with open sesame. Alright, so now we go on to the hospital, which I slipped up and said earlier. A lot of reading in this game. Well, what to do? At times like these, I tend to start off with a frontal attack. Let's try direct negotiations to get us into the hospital special ward. What else can I do? I'll give you instructions later. Until then, gather info inside the hospital. Asking questions is the most fundamental cornerstone in detective work. I wasn't joking when I said you could be a specialist, become a specialist in the field, my dear prospective assistant. Become a GP and record my activities on a chart, or become a boy with shining red cheeks. It's really a lot of fun. And speaking of which, cutscene means another character introduction of sorts. In a way, it's a mysterious girl who's got the very. Her color looks familiar. Very familiar. Like we've seen it before. And we have ourselves a good old-fashioned standoff. As the dots get longer. Hey, girl, have we met? Talk about the cold shoulder. Alright, this is where we'll end the episode here. Next time, we will pick up right here where we left off with the batch recording. It's going to be kind of funny looking. Just know that we're where we need to be for episode 6. But until then, I am the Bowmeister, and as always, I've been obediently yours.